Good evening, Catamounts. I'm Sydney Martin.
And I'm Hugh Janvier, and this is your Catamount News, brought to you by WeTV, Catamount Entertainment.
Come join the Department of Stage and Screen as they present the award-winning musical based on the adored movie Legally Blonde, the musical. This fun-filled production will run from April 18th through April 20th at 7:30 p.m., and there will be a matinee performance on April 21st at 3 p.m. All performances will be held in the University Auditorium. Tickets for students are $10 each and can be purchased through the WCU Bardo Arts Center box office.
Rocks. They're everywhere, but instead of the ground, you can now climb them. Come on down to the Campus Recreation Center for a two-part progression into the world of rock climbing. From hazards to skills, belaying, and even the mental game, you will be tested in one way or the other. Head on over to engage.wcu.edu for extra details and more.
With finals just around the corner, life can be stressful, but luckily, reporter Hallie has a solution.
From dogs, cats, and everything in between, emotional support animals are making a healthy difference in student life for Western Carolina University. As this semester comes to an end, assignments, projects, and exams will start to loom over students' heads. Deadlines and expectations need to be met, and that can cause a lot of academic stress. The feeling of being overwhelmed could be eased by getting an ESA. Meet Thomas, a local resident of Waynesville, North Carolina, proud cat dad, and ESA advocate.
I think they're really good friends to have. I think they can help you stay calm and get through your emotions if you're feeling sad or angry or depressed at all.
But getting one of these furry companions is not as easy as it seems. Caitlin, a current student at WCU, gives us some insights.
I feel the biggest challenge regarding getting an ESA for me has definitely been the paperwork. It's a super long process. There's a lot of different paperwork. There's a lot of different proofs that you need to be able to show, and there's a lot of different information that's needed on the pages. And once you send the pages in, it takes a long time to hear back and to hear if you need to do anything differently.
Despite these challenges, getting an ESA approved is rewarding and can make your time on campus more enjoyable. For more information, you can contact the Office of Accessible Resources at WCU, and let's hope these pets will make a difference for students, one paw at a time. My name is Hallie Stanley with WeTV. Back to you in the studio.
You know, I probably shouldn't say this in a school our mascot is the cat amount. Dogs are better. Fight me.
Well, I guess we're going to have to leave it up to the people to decide.
Oh, but they're usually wrong.
I don't know. I like cats and dogs. I can't decide.
Nope, dogs all the way.
Oh, well.
Ay, ay, ay. So, ever wanted to get a job? Of course you do. You're in college, but even the best of us will find a way to mess up on the resume. At 4 p.m. on April 16th, Read 150 will be hosting an interactive resume writing session. Whether it be improving your own work or picking up on what others are putting down, a boost to the resume quality can make a world of difference.
Interested in selling your crafts? Sign up to hold a table at the Honors Board of Directors Spring Craft Sale. On April 15th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Brinson Honors College Board of Directors will be providing a table and chairs to students and organizations who have an interest in selling their crafts at the Catafount. Tables for students are $20 and tables for organizations are $25. Spaces are limited, so make sure you sign up through the forms linked on Engage as soon as possible.
Interested in helping the environment? Reporter Chris has the scoop on the Tuck River pit cleanup.
The Tuckasegee River cleanup has been a WCU
What does that
tradition
include?
for
What are
40
they?
years. I sat down with the event organizer to find out some of the history and why it's important to the environment.
You know, there's a lot of reasons that the Tuck River cleanup is important, and especially, as a tradition here at on campus. It was started by a group of concerned staff, faculty, and students that wanted to make sure that the Tuckasegee watershed was being taken care of properly and wanted to make sure that the health of our local ecosystem was the best it could possibly be.
It's just really fun. You get to go out for like a couple of hours, go on a raft, have fun with other people if you didn't bring a group with you, and you get to help your community in a way which I think it's personally really unique, and it really helps engage the students here at Western.
A lot of times we think about just our impact here and how it's impacting our community, but our impact on this river impacts every other community in our watershed and further downstream. In 2023, as part of the 39th annual Tuck River cleanup, we were able to remove 2,500 pounds of garbage from the river, which is a pretty huge accomplishment. You know, over the course of the 40 years, we estimate that we've removed roughly 50 tons of garbage, with more than a ton of that coming just in last year's event.
So come help continue the 40-year tradition of keeping our Tuckasegee River clean. Join us on Saturday, April 20th for the 40th annual Tuck River Cleanup and help us clean up one of Jackson County's largest natural resources. This has been Christopher Cartano for WeTV.
Man, that sure was a river, wasn't it?
And you know, with Earth Day right around the corner, this is the perfect time to have a river cleanup.
Isn't Earth Day? I don't get a day. I wish I had a day, but the Earth gets a whole day. Usually every day's about the Earth. At least it should be.
I agree.
Anywho, we'll be right back after these messages.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us.
Ready?
That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Noah. Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
To get to know each other.
On a deeper level.
Father.
Cosplayer.
Mentor.
Actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together.
And discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Next Wednesday, April 17th, the Office of Global Engagement will be hosting WCU's 43rd Annual International Festival. Stop by the Catafount between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. to learn more about the many cultures and countries represented throughout the WCU community.
The Cullowhee Community Garden is an organic, allotment plot, donation-based garden. One thing that makes it unique is that half of all produce grown there is donated to various organizations. After being closed for the pandemic, the garden has reopened its gates to student ventures once again. Even if not for owning a plot, the garden is always welcome to guests and volunteers. Head on over to engage.wcu.edu for more details.
Speaking of the outdoors and nature, reporter Olivia has more information on the WCU trail system.
Spring is in full bloom and outdoor activities are back in action. The WCU trail system is a great resource to get outside in beautiful Cullowhee. One of the two trailheads is located here at the parking lot of the Health and Human Science Building. The trail system is 6.8 miles in total, and many students hike these trails in between classes. Busy nursing student Julie Hunter uses the WCU trail system to balance her hectic school schedule and to be in nature.
Between labs, having a trail system here gives me a great opportunity just to come outside and clear my mind after all the classwork that we do for nursing. Not a lot of schools have this system, so that makes WCU's trail system really, really special, because not only do we have access to the forest right in our backyard, but we're able to take advantage of the recreational activities here. So whether that be walking or biking or even just taking a spot to explore, it's a safe area in the woods for us just to enjoy our time between classes.
The second trailhead is located at the parking lot of the softball field, then access the trail through the tunnel. Not only do students use the trail system, community members as well.
The Western Carolina Trail System has not only been a crucial part of growing up in Western Carolina, but a crucial part in communities around here, visiting and people who live here.
Utilize this great resource Cullowhee has to offer. Please remember to leave no trace behind and enjoy the WCU Trail System responsibly. Reporting for WE TV, I'm Olivia Frida.
What, you expected me to do this? Come on, man. I can't be carrying the whole show. Come on, do some banter with me.
Oh, wow, okay. I love to go hiking. What about you?
Yeah, you know, I prefer mountains to beaches, as I was actually raised to be a mountain man.
Okay, yeah, fun.
You prefer mountains or beaches?
I'm a beach girl myself, but I'm learning to love the mountains living out here.
Hey, yeah, it's one of the reasons I chose this place.
Yeah.
Anywho, for this week's segment of Not Just a Student, Hope Chilman is sitting down with Jasmine Herbert. Take it away, Hope.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Jasmine Herbert today. Jasmine, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
Fine and dandy on this rainy afternoon. So let's hit the ground running here.
Cool.
Could you describe to our audience what you do and when you graduated? Because you're a former Catamount over here.
Yes, I graduated in 2021 from the School of Stage and Screen with a BA, in theater, and I do costumes. I sew, make, pull, do all sorts of stuff.
Well, darn, that sounds real great. So, what work did you do as a student outside of your classes that helped you prepare for the quote-unquote real world?
I tried to dip my toe in literally anything I could. Most of what helped me with my real world, work and experience is working on thesis films, like a lot of thesis films. I worked on so many. I also tried to work on any show I could with whatever I could, even if they didn't need a costumer. I did whatever I could just to learn.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Get in there and learn. So what extracurriculars have you learned that have supported your career?
I think that would be things like I learned how to do hand embroidery, and I sew my own clothes, and I also sell clothes, and I upcycle like old t-shirts and old pants and stuff to make it into something new, and that does help me because it broadens my sewing experience, which
I learned, I work in the costume shop as well, just so our audience knows, and I learned how to sew a scrunchie from you, from recycled materials. So Earth Day hero over here.
I try.
So can you describe the transfer of gig culture from a college to professional level?
To be completely honest, it is very much similar. It's just that budget is higher. That's it, pretty much. Film is almost exactly the same. They just have their stuff together just a little bit more than college does, because college is a learning experience. You learn here. It's educational.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit beforehand how you started off like with your business and everything, making masks during the pandemic. So you transferred a lot of those skills, correct, into the sewing you do now.
Yes. I made masks and scrunchies, and I sold them during the pandemic because there was literally nothing else to do. At all. And I also made like clay earrings. Don't know if you can tell, but
we got some clay earrings now. Hey man, I mean that's a popular thing to sell. Yeah. So what is like that project that you were most proud of from your time at Western?
My project that I'm most proud of is my senior thesis project. I had to find a photo from a specific era. It didn't matter which one. I chose Edwardian, and I had to recreate a gown from that photo, and I made it to fit myself, and I wore it to my graduation.
Wow,
So I'm very proud of it.
if you ever see it, if you look at the socials, it's a delightful display of like craftsmanship, and you know I'm envious. You know I'm just a learner over here.
Thank you.
But just so, do you have any like tips that you could give anyone getting ready to graduate and or in this field that you wish you knew when you were starting out there?
Talk to as many people as you can, as much as you can. Networking is very, very important. A lot of people are like, don't talk to the director on set, which don't while he's working, obviously, but whenever you're in your downtime, chat, you know, figure out things that they do, figure out how you can get your toe in there.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So where can our audience find you, and do you have any upcoming projects you'd like to plug? Because we got people watching out there.
Legally Blonde, been working on it.
Yeah.
Go see it. You can find me on Instagram at JasmineHerbert_ or at jasmineherbert.com. Also at Moonlit Trends on Instagram and Twitter, or X, you know.
Well, thank you so much for being here. You know, let's throw it back up to that over there for sports. Yeah. Well, not going to sports quite yet, but we'll get there soon. You know, I actually started out in the Stage and Screen VA program, so it's really cool to see someone out there who is succeeding in their career. These past few weeks have been mighty exciting for Catamount Sports, so now Morgan Corson will have all the details for us.
What's up, brothers? Special teams, special plays, special players. I'm Morgan Corson, and this is your Catamount Athletics Update. Western Carolina's men's basketball has a new head coach, Tim Kraft, who previously coached at Gardner-Webb. Catamount baseball has been racking up some dubs lately, winning 7 of their 8 last games, putting their record at 18-12. The team is led by Nate Stokeham, who has 13 home runs and a .306 batting average. Their next game is a home series against UNCG Friday, April 12th at 5 p.m. They have a Saturday game at 3 p.m. and Sunday at 1 p.m. Western also has SoCon Softball Player of the Week, Pitcher, and Player Awards for the first time since 2021, with Sydney Dirks winning Player of the Week with the .538 batting average and 5 home runs and 7 hits. Tessa Jewett winning Pitcher of the Week with a 4-0 record last week, ERA of 1.14 and 28 strikeouts. Football is having their spring football game this weekend on Saturday, April 13th at noon. Come on out and see the new team, watch some spring ball. Catamount softball is sitting at 12-21 and has won 5 of the last 8 games. The Cats are looking to carry this momentum as they play in Spartanburg, South Carolina versus SoCon rival Wofford this weekend. That's going to be all for this week's sports update. I'm Morgan Corson, and as always, go Cats! Back to you at the desk.
It's good to see that the Cats are doing good on all their sports.
Honestly, I think one of the things many people worry about being in a college is, are we any good? And it's glad to see that, yes, we are, in fact, any good.
Yes.
Anywho, one thing you need for sports is weather, and I gotta say, it's been a wild and wacky week for the weather. And with more on the way, we turn to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Alex Hoffman, for the weather.
What an intro, Hugh. Thank you very much. My name is Alex Hoffman. I am doing the weather for WeTV, so we'll go ahead and get started. This is a very interesting week. We actually don't have any rain, as you can see, for the entire week. However, it was raining today, and I had my umbrella because WCU stands for We Carry Umbrellas. But I no longer have it, so that kind of sucks. But anyways, so starting off tomorrow, we do have a low of 44, high of 57, so it is still staying a little bit chilly. Then for Saturday, we do have a low of 49, high of 68, so starting to move up there a little bit. And then as you can see, it makes a big jump the next day as we get into Sunday. We skip past spring entirely and it suddenly becomes summer, whoa. But we have a high of 78, low of 57, high of 83, low of 59 on Monday. And then Tuesday gets cloudy, but that doesn't change much for the temperature. It is still going to be a high of 79, low of 62. Next Wednesday, reaching up to high of 76, low of 58. And then finishing off the next 7 days with Thursday, we do have a low of 62 and a high of 85, making it feel like it is completely summer, which again is, I think, kind of unfortunate because it should be spring for a little bit longer, but it is what it is. That's about it for me with weather. I'll go ahead and throw it back to you guys at the desk. Go Cats!
Yeah. Hey, God, it's me, your boy. It's supposed to be spring. Please cool it off. That's my thoughts in a nutshell.
See, I don't know about you. I'm looking forward to sunnier days. I've hated all this rain.
I mean, I've lived in North Carolina all my life, and I'm not built for heat. You think I am, but no, I'm not. What about you?
I love the heat, personally. I love the summertime, so I'm looking forward to it. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thanks again for tuning in.
Have a great night.
And as always,
Go Caps!